I bought 2 hazy IPAs. One I'm gonna put on my shelf in my warm ass living room in the middle of summer for 1 week. The other, I'm gonna leave it in a fridge, and we're gonna see if refrigerating your craft beers actually makes a difference. So pour a glass of craft beer, we can do this. Yeah. What's good, y'all? This is C Certified BrewHead, and welcome back to another video here on BAOS. This evening, as I just said, it is now 7 days later, actually 8, because that was last Wednesday. It is now Thursday. So we're going to do a little something, a little investigating right here tonight to see whether you really do need to refrigerate your hazy IPAs. Most people who are craft beer nerds are pretty well aware that, you know, refrigerating your hazy beer, and beer kind of period, but mostly beer that has, what's the word, when shit goes to die? Like, starts with P.
Shelf life.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Pasteurization?
No. Whatever. Hazy IPAs have shit in it that needs to be kept cold. It's the hops.
Preservatives.
No. Oh. You said that before too. There's another word. I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to find out. So what we did, as you are about to see, last night, because it's Thursday, I took the warm beer that had been sitting out for 7 days. I wrote a W on the bottom of the can just so we know which is which, because we have 2 of the same beer. Popped her in the fridge. Now Tiff has got the beers. I have them in front of me, hence why I keep looking down at them. I can't see the bottom of the can, so I'm going to hold these up so you can see that shit right now. I cannot see it. Now what I'm going to do, because I can't see the screen, I can hold these up safely, yeah?
Yeah.
And you can click on them. So I do not know which one is which. So it's blind in as far as I don't know which one was left out and which one was kept cold the entire time. I purchased them from a local supermarket. They were already cold. So the one that was left out, hopefully I'll be able to tell the difference and see if it, you know, if the warmth or lack of refrigeration actually made it, you know, change the flavors and stuff. So I'm going to start off here. I'm just going to make sure I don't see the bottom little... Not paranoid, but I want to make sure I don't cheat.
No cheating.
Well, okay, hang on. If I pour it this way. So the one to my left, which you probably put on the screen, which it is, maybe. We'll do that. So if that's this one, and then the other one is the other one. Now visually, the one on the right has a bigger head. I could have just been the pour. It was the second one poured. Color-wise, they look basically the same. Okay, smells tropical. To note, I haven't had this beer before. It's actually Boréale and Alpha's La Bourrasque. I don't know what it is, but I've never had Alpha. I've had one beer from them. I'm excited to try more. Okay. Left has like an overripe fruit nose. Right. Pretty similar. All right, let's try the left. Get in here. Alright, it's like a cool, you know, the like overripe fruit / dank, New England, creamy, smooth, touch like, I feel like there's a little bit of pininess in here. Could be the hops that they use. Actually, once again, I don't know shit about this beer. Let's try the right one and see. Interesting. Okay, I can't really tell the difference. I'm gonna take a sip of water and see. You guys,
Interesting.
Very interesting, yeah. Very interesting.
They really can't tell. Like, if I'm gonna say something, I feel like I'm gonna be bullshit. Going back to the left. I mean, okay. I got some thoughts, but let me try in comparison to the right one. Maybe it needed like a fucking cracker or something, you know?
This was like a cracker?
That's okay. Okay, new thoughts. The left one feels a little muted in the flavor profile, whereas I feel like the right one was much brighter and traveling throughout my... Like the flavors were carrying through. This felt like they kind of stopped and they just didn't hit as hard. I'm sure I could probably keep drinking, but in the interest of keeping this short and sharp, my guess would be this was the refrigerated, and being the right was my right is unrefrigerated, and this was the one that was left out. May I check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's great. That's so cool.
Alright. So if that's the case, that's fucking crazy.
That's only a week.
That's only a week.
Beer sit on a shelf somewhere for 3 weeks, at a time. Sometimes
Longer. It's sickening. It's something that I feel like I preached it here a lot. You know, keeping your New England IPA. This is actually a really cool experiment, that we actually got to do this and just like really see. You guys will try it in a sec, but like it wasn't immediately evident, but after a bit you could tell the difference. Now, I wonder how many people, like, you know, storing their beer incorrectly or not really considering that, and the fact that there was, you saw how many sips. I had all of like 2 sips of each or something, which wasn't much, but I could tell. And I don't think I have the most refined palate in the world. I've drank a lot of beer, obviously, but I'm no expert. I'm not trained or anything. So if my ass can recognize this shit, then I really feel like that the average person should notice the difference as well. So please.
Or can I also say,
please,
maybe they don't notice the difference, but they try that beer and think it's not so hot. Because it wasn't properly stored. Yeah. Because it wasn't properly stored.
That's a great point.
Which is why these breweries fight
to keep the cold chain going. And that's why it's always, I mean, look, I really respect the depths here in Quebec. They, you know, particularly if it's delivered directly from the brewery, they do really, you know, particularly like the La Canette, shouts to Kevin and Guillaume out there, they've only got fridges. They only keep the beers in fridges. So, like, everything is cold at all times. There's a lot of places here I have been, to be fair, that just keep the shit on the shelf, and I'm not here for it. And it's always bothered me. I'd never done this before, though. In all of these years of being a beer nerd, like, I've never actually done the side-by-side. So there were a number of different factors here that contributed, even like from the fact that it held the head better, it had a brighter nose, it had a more, I must say, just more tropical fruit, just better flavors throughout the whole mouthfeel while you're drinking it. It was, you know, not insanely noticeable, but it could, as Tiff mentioned, it could be the difference between not liking a beer / a brewery and loving it and going back for more. So, you know, respect if the breweries say that's how it's got to be kept. They do it for a reason. This is proof. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this quick little episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell, guys,
Ding.
so you know when the new drops. Follow us on social media at BAOS Podcast. Check out the long form audio. We have a ton of content there, probably 250 to 300 episodes. Go check it out. We are available everywhere, guys. We'll see you in the next episode. Get in ya. Like, do you guys think you could have picked it?
Do you know what this reminds me of? You know, when we have to crush through beers, but they're old,
and we just sip it for a bit, and
and
we
it's
just
like
dash that.
we're just not. Yeah, we're just.
So, man, like, I don't know if I even want to drink that old one. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
but
well,
in
It's
comparison,
fine, but that one's much nicer. It is interesting.
Yeah.
Flavor dies quick on your tongue.
yes,
That's
that's
what
what I'm saying,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Like, it was
That's
like
Flavors don't carry. They're just.
Fascinating.